A dead body found in a Manatee County neighborhood. Why police suspect foul play. And one of Manatee County's most dangerous intersections getting a remodel just a week after two teens died in a car accident there. Plus, we'll have a look at tonight's top high school football games across the Suncoast. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 11.
Good evening. Topping our news tonight, a delay in a full Senate vote on the confirmation of Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. President Trump ordering the FBI to conduct a supplemental investigation into sexual assault allegations against Kavanaugh this afternoon. All this after a stunning turn of events that followed testimony of Brett Kavanaugh and his accuser, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, yesterday. Republican Senator Jeff Flake changing his point of view just moments before the Senate was set to take a vote on Kavanaugh's fate.
But I will only be comfortable moving on the floor until the FBI has done more investigation than they have already. It may not take them a week. I understand that some of these witnesses may not want to discuss anything further, but I think we owe them due diligence.
Well, the whole affair a shocking twist, given Flake said just a few hours before that he would vote to confirm Kavanaugh. The FBI will be allowed 1 week for its investigation, and then the Senate will meet once again to take a vote based on their findings. Here at home, a dead body found in a Manatee County neighborhood. The sheriff's office says a driver with UPS was delivering packages when he saw a human body lying in the grass near 70th Street Court East and 13th Avenue East. Detectives say the deceased is a white female. They're not sure how she got there, but believe she died before being placed there by someone else. Their investigation continues, and anyone with information is being asked to call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Fire crews are investigating a gas leak at a home in Sarasota this afternoon. It happened at a home on Old Tree Place just a few hours ago. Our crews were at the scene moments after it happened. Workers were digging up a fence when they cut the gas line. Fire rescue was called in immediately and able to repair that leaking line. Luckily, no injuries were reported. Well, one of Manatee County's most dangerous intersections will be getting some much-needed improvements. The intersection at State Road 64 and Grayhawk Boulevard and Pope Road has been the site of numerous fatal crashes, including the deaths of two Lakewood Ranch High School students on that street. FDOT tells us they will be closing the left turn lane from State Road 64 onto Pope Road. They'll also be installing temporary devices until further improvements like a roundabout can be built. Just 2 weeks ago, 17-year-old Chase Coiner and 15-year-old Matthew Powers were involved in that fatal car crash at this intersection.
It doesn't bring back my son, but his legacy. It helps impact his legacy, that he was a person that wanted to help people. He was a kind person, reached out to people. If we can help protect the rest of the population here from the tragedy that we've had to go through, I'm here to do it.
FDOT will be working on those improvements this Monday, and they should be in place by Tuesday. The Sarasota Police Department is thanking an Uber driver and a neighbor for helping them arrest two people who they say broke into 11 vehicles. A 19-year-old and a 22-year-old now face charges for those burglaries. They all happened on Wisteria Place early Monday morning. The Uber driver tells us he arrived at a home for pickup when the woman outside told the Uber he was probably looking for the two people who had just tried to break into her car. The Uber driver told the woman to call police and that he would drop off the two people who were just down the street at their home and then relay that address to police. Police were then able to arrest the suspects and charge them. And although he helped, the Uber driver won't call himself a hero.
I wouldn't say a hero. It was really just keep calm in any situation, really, especially if, I mean, I don't know who's dangerous and who's not. I know they were young kids, but again, it's 2018, so I have no idea what was going on.
Both individuals were charged with 8 counts of vehicle burglary and 3 counts of vehicle burglary attempts. A former Bradenton police officer accused of stealing numerous pieces of jewelry and then pawning those items. Peter Biddlecombe of Bradenton was arrested today by Bradenton police and charged with burglary and dealing in stolen property. BPD investigated a home burglary 2 weeks ago off of 67th Street West. The victim reported numerous pieces of jewelry stolen. Detectives were able to find some of that jewelry in local pawn shops. Now, during Biddlecombe's interview, he did confess to those crimes. He served with BPD from 2003 through 2007. He resigned after an internal affairs investigation for misconduct. Tampa police are looking for 2 people who tried to snatch a woman's purse at a grocery store. It all happened last week at a Publix where it was all caught on video. You see there the suspect in the white shirt on his phone. The woman leaves the store and is waiting for the rain to stop when that man runs by, grabs her purse, and jumps into a getaway car. In seconds, the woman catches up with the car and is able to reach into it and get her purse back. But she did scrape her knees and injured her arm after being dragged for a few feet. Police are hoping this video will help capture that purse snatcher and the driver. Sarasota Police will be getting new safety equipment, all thanks to an anonymous donor. The Sarasota Police Foundation has been trying to raise funds for months now to buy new bulletproof vests for SPD officers. But thanks to an anonymous donor, they'll be able to buy those vests in full, in addition to life-saving kits to go with them. The individual patrol officer kits provide law enforcement critical life-saving tools to control bleeding and address other traumatic injuries they may encounter during a shooting situation. The city of Northport is looking to replace the docks at a popular park. Construction will begin next week and should be finished within the first week of November. The boat ramp and dock area will be closed to the public during that time. The kayak launch, however, will remain open. In the meantime, the public is asked to use the boat ramp and docks at Marina Park. The update is one of many that the city of Northport is making to improve access to its canal system. Well, a new community for seniors is set to begin construction soon in Manatee County. The Alluro at University Groves is a proposed independent living community for those 55 and older. It'll be located off of University Parkway, just west of the mall at University Town Center. That pet-friendly community is expected to consist of 183 apartments and 10 penthouse suites with above covered parking. Construction is set to begin in the coming months. Continuing our coverage of red tide on local beaches, some of our viewers have been asking if it's safe to swim in contaminated water. One doctor at Sarasota Memorial Hospital says patients are coming into the emergency room with symptoms associated with red tide exposure. Still, he says it is safe to swim in the water. He says swimmers should be more concerned with other bacteria in the Gulf.
The fact that you have infections associated with red tide is more to do with the bacteria that are in the water than actually the algae associated with the red tide.
Florida Fish and Wildlife says it's safe for most people to swim during a red tide bloom. However, if you notice your skin or eyes getting irritated, get out and wash off with clean water. But FWC does say don't swim near dead fish because they can be contaminated with harmful bacteria. But this couple didn't necessarily find it safe to swim tonight, but they did find it safe to say I do despite the red tide. Congratulations to them. Bob and Leona traveled to Siesta Key all the way from Illinois to say their vows, and our crews were there to capture that special moment. They tell us there was a little bit of a throat irritation, but the 15-minute ceremony went on as planned. The bride tells us she wanted to keep it short because of how hot it was anyway. And speaking of just how hot it was today, let's check in with meteorologist Steve Newman for a look at our first alert forecast. Steve.
Yeah, Jennifer, it was hot. It's going to be hot again tomorrow with a lot of sunshine. You can see on our Van Wezel cam just some cirrus clouds earlier in the day and partly cloudy in the afternoon. But with all that sunshine, it was just radiating down on you. You had to be outside. You were pretty warm. Currently at the airport, it's still 80 degrees at 11 o'clock. The dew point, a very sultry 76. There's your humidity with a light land breeze east-northeast at 3 miles an hour. Our high today at 90, just a little above normal for this time of year, but we're ending the hottest September on record across the Suncoast. We did have some thunderstorms erupt. Most of them missed us. It was mainly down around Fort Myers, Naples, Marco Island. And we can see by radar that those storms did move offshore, and there's a lot of lightning with them too. It's that same cluster that came over Fort Myers and Naples, but you can see just offshore, if you're looking from Minnesota Key, Venice, Casey Key, you can see this lightning out to sea. There are also another couple of areas. One marched right down Fruitville Road, right, you see it hitting downtown Sarasota, moving out toward Longboat Key, another one down the Manatee River, and there's another cluster of storms moving right over the heart of Tampa Bay, approaching the Sunshine Skyways. So this will be going on for about another hour before things wind down for the night. There's some really cold air behind this front right now. You can see the snow and wintry mix up in southern Canada, just kissing the U.S.-Canadian border. 43 at Minnesota and Minneapolis, 60 at New York City, and 59 at Boston. It's feeling like fall up there. A close-up look. International Falls right now at freezing. They're going to bottom out at 25. And with all this cool air, there is a freeze warning in effect for most of Wisconsin and Minnesota and North Dakota, and frost advisories all the way down to the neighborhoods outside Chicago and Milwaukee tonight. So back here at home, we're not going to be even feeling a hint of winter or a fall for several weeks, most likely. This front's going to stall out to the northwest of us, and through the weekend we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly during the afternoon to evening to midnight hour. And here's my forecast for the rest of tonight. Look for skies to be partly cloudy with that lightning out over the Gulf. 74 the overnight low temperature. The average for this time of year is 75, and winds will be light and variable overnight. Here's your 7-day outlook. It's going to be hot tomorrow with a high temperature of 93. The chance of rain goes up from 20% to 40% tomorrow, and then it kind of stays that way to the middle of the week. Maybe some dry air will filter in on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And with this, I end a 46-year weather career. This is my last weather broadcast. I started here on this station 46 years ago this week, and this is it. I've had a blessed career. I don't want to be greedy. It's time to let the young guys come in and take over.
There you go. Speaking of young guys,
There's
there
Chicago,
you are back in the 70s.
WLS Chicago. And coming up here is WNYS in Syracuse, now WSYR. That's Channel 9. And then I moved to California, worked in Sacramento, came back and worked in Dallas, and back to San Francisco for 20 years.
Wow. Well, we thank you so much for your dedication to the Suncoast, to ABC7, and of course, to meteorology as a whole.
Great working with you.
You as well. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Straight ahead, Football Friday Night with Dwayne Lindo. Don't go anywhere.
Hurricane season is here, and so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror.
Gettle's got what you're looking for at Gettle.com. 17 new car brands, over 1,000 used vehicles, prices and payments you can afford, credit help if you need it, and they pay cash for your old car. Plus, Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Need service? Gettle's got that too. Gettle's got it. Visit Gettle.com.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
Hello, Mom.
Amanda's mom's appointment just got rescheduled for today. Amanda needs right at home. Our customized care plan provides as much or as little help as her mom requires, whether it's a ride to the doctor or help around the house.
Oh, of course. Tom, I am really sorry. I've got to go.
Look, call Right at Home.
Get the right care right at home.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
The world is a beautiful place again.
Join the Voices for Recovery. For confidential information for mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
Welcome everyone to another edition of A Football Friday Night. I'm your host, Dwayne Lindo, and weather was not a factor as we enter week 6, but teams throughout the area are aware that this is a pivotal week trying to get district wins, and coaches and players alike realize you have to take one game at a time, and more importantly, get that district win. So I think we can all agree that our most pivotal game, aka our game of the week, has to be Braden River and Venice. With all the craziness that has been going on throughout the offseason, it's making this game a huge rivalry. In the first, it's Gag to Knowledge, McDaniel to about the 20-yard line in Indians territory. Same drive with Gag, 15-yard strike to the man, Travis Toby for 6. The Pirates are on the board first with a 7-0 lead. And guys, watch this. Hayden Wolf throws a bomb to Sam Whitney. What an arm on Wolf, placing that ball exactly where it needs to be. Then it's Wolf, the handoff to Gregory, who muscles his way into the end zone. The Indians tie it up, making the score 7-7. And here's another pass by Hayden Wolf. The pass to Brandon Gregory. Look at that. Eventually setting up the field goal to give the Indians a 10-7 lead. Indians fans loving this one. But on this play, Brian Gag to guess who? A familiar name, Knowledge McDaniel, for an 18-yard pass as he just walks into the end zone. 14-10 Pirates. And just to let you know, Venice was in a lightning delay today. They're in the third quarter at this point, still 14-10. So we move on to the Rams of Riverview, who are trying to win their third district game in as many weeks, taking care of Alonzo winning by 40 last week. This week, the competition is a lot better. Palm Harbor University can handle business on both sides of the ball. But first, a little homecoming action. Homecoming court, Ava Velarde, Dalton Beatty, Jaden Smith, Kai McLeod, Abby Sinclair, Ben Young, Ellie Sir, and Dusty Hibbs representing the seniors. See him there. So back to the game. First offensive drive for the University Hurricanes, and they cough up the ball. James Simmons recovers for the Rams. The Rams trying to take advantage. Michael Puda-Hayes with the screen to pick up about 10 yards. And you can see he gets up. He's pretty hyped, that Puda-Hayes. So the Rams eating a lot of clock on this drive and end up on the one. Sean White with the fake handoff. And what does he do? Take it in himself. This is what the Rams do. They're on the board. But the Hurricanes score on a kickoff return, making it 7-7. No worries. Rams on offense again. Sean White, the handoff to Puda-Hayes, and he's gone. Literally untouched. The Rams don't look back on this one. They handle business by the score of 52-14. So we're in district play now, but one of the approved rule changes that the FHSAA has made this season was approving bonus points for playing schools in larger classes. What does it mean? Teams weren't previously rewarded for playing higher classifications, only for playing good teams. Initially, the FHSAA didn't think enrollment should be a factor in awarding points. Many coaches disagreed. Now, there will be a max of 3 bonus points awarded per higher team played, with a tier system based upon win-loss records. Small schools stand to benefit the most from these proposed changes, with an easier shot to get into the playoffs. Some big school coaches may have an issue with it, though. Class 8A teams can't earn bonus points because there are no higher classifications. And Manatee High School's homecoming was bittersweet. The game started with a moment of silence and a video tribute to the team's 33-year-long play-by-play announcer, Dave Bristow. He will surely be missed. First quarter, Manatee's Brandon Shannon pumps up the crowd with an early interception. Would have made Bristow proud. You see him there. The Canes already up 8-0 with a 2-point conversion, and then this. Number 1, Keon Fordham. We hear this kid's name every week. He takes it about 50 yards for the score, just making Alonzo defenders miss left and right. They go for 2 points, yet again making it 16-0. Later in the second, the pass to Wes Coleman, wide open field for Coleman. He gone. Give him a Dr. Pepper. It's all over at this point. Frank Waiters, look at this, gets the pick. And he takes it all the way. Pick 6 for that guy. Manatee holding on to the lead. Final score, Manatee 51-18. So coming up on Football Friday Night Sights, scores around the Suncoast, and 2 teams in the top of their class going head-to-head east of I-75. That and more coming up after the break. Stick around.
We're the Rams student section, and you're watching Football Friday Night on ABC7.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Know your land, know your prey.
What are we doing?
Saturdays at 5:30 and Sundays at 2 on the ABC7 live stream.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
The Battle of the Titans. Well, in the Sunshine State Conference, we have 2 schools right here on the Sun Coast that are ranked. Back-to-back state champions, State Stevens, travel to undefeated Out-of-Door Academy, the Thunder. And out-of-door coach Chris Kempton wants to stay undefeated. I tell you what, with defensive plays like that, Leland Wheeler follows the Falcons quarterback and takes him out of bounds. I mean, look at that. Great defensive play. So the same drive leads into the second quarter, though, and the Falcons get a field goal from Noah LaBelle, making it 3-0 St. Stephen's. And Out of Door Academy looking to answer the Philip Svoboda, and he's shedding defenders. Look at those missed tackles, even dragging a couple defenders. Got about 30 yards out of that one. Falcons have the ball, and it's Daniel Clark putting down 50 yards. Look at him. Must be like a 4.6 40 right there, going into Thunder territory. Clark with over 100 yards on the ground in the half. And it's Xavier Williams with a quarterback draw, takes it home to make it Falcons 10-0 St. Stephen's. And after a quick 3-and-out for Out of Door, Clark takes it on home. He shows off his quickness for about 60 yards. Quick guy there. The Falcons are looking to make it 3 in a row for their championships. They win it by a score of 31-3. Now let's take a look at some scores from around the Suncoast. We start off with some Class 7A. The Northport Bobcats, they win a big one out there. Northport beating Lakewood Ranch 34-6. And the Palmetto Tigers winning yet again. Dave Marino, the coach, trying to rack up those W's, beating the Sarasota Sailors 42-0. And the Charlotte Tarpons, these guys are the best school in Charlotte County, I tell you, football-wise. They beat Island Coast, the Gators, out of Cape Coral, 43-0. And also the Booker Tornadoes, another great win for Dumaka Atkins, the head coach, 15-7. They beat the Bayshore Bruins. And the DeSoto Bulldogs, they get another great win out in DeSoto County. They beat the Seminoles 28-3. And the Wauchula Hardy Wildcats, they stay undefeated. They beat Lemon Bay 21-0. And remember, they're ranked top 10 in the AP polls. Cardinal Mooney, they beat Calvary Christian 34-22. And Bradenton Christian Panthers, they go buck wild 56-0, beating the Bradenton Christian Warriors. Now, if IMG White, they lost to Bishop Verot, which is out of Fort Myers, 44-14. And IMG Blue, their game is tomorrow. They play Miami Northwestern, the Bulls. And, you know, obviously Miami Northwestern, a 6A school, which is a perennial powerhouse down there in Miami. And now it's time for Friday Night Sights. Great part of the show here. Out of Door Academy had their senior night tonight. Congrats to all the seniors, the Thunder out there. Also, Northport High School football squad, giving the folks what they want in South County. They again won 34-6. Great win for those guys. I know they're proud down there in Northport. And here are the Northport High School cheerleaders, also courtesy of the Sarasota County Schools. I'm hoping we have them. But, you know, if we don't, they're keeping the crowd excited and keeping the noise flowing. Football Friday night appreciates the sideline support. Hopefully we get to see that pic, maybe next week, yeah. So just a reminder, folks, tag those pics on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with at mysuncoast.com every Friday night. And coming up after another short break, next week's matchups and our Fan of the Week. Stick around.
We're the St. Stephen's Falcons, and you're watching Football Friday Night on ABC7. Go
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. With Camrys and Corollas, your choice from $19,900 to $15,000. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. RAVs and Highlanders from $26,900 to $2,900. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
And now, our fans of the week. Let's take a look at them. So I think this is homecoming court. Yes, this is homecoming court. Northport High School. These two are the homecoming king and queen. Congratulations, 2018 homecoming king and queen for Northport High School. Mitchell Tosi and Stephanie Hawkins, courtesy of the Sarasota County Schools. Congratulations to them. And also congratulations to Northport High School on their win against Sarasota. And also next week, a couple key matchups. Riverview is at Newsom, Manatee at Palm Harbor, Booker at Braden River, and Northport at Bayshore. And also Chaminade Madonna at Venice High School. That should be a great matchup. That's all the time we have for today. Next week, 11:15 sharp,